Hello metalheads, welcome to another video, and if you guys will really want to know more about metal, then please tune into this video. Alright, so this video I'm gonna be giving some reasons or tips on how to get into metal. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. So yeah, I just want to tell y'all how I got into metal before I tell y'all how to get into metal. So yeah, so probably around going on 10 years or something like that, or whatever, I was at someone's trailer in a town in Kentucky that I used to live in years ago, and they had Metallica's album, the Black Album I think it was, and I was listening to a few songs from that album on their CD player radio or whatever, and I really enjoyed those songs I heard from the Black Album. But I didn't become a metalhead till years later down the road, and around 2010 or something like that, my mom's ex-boyfriend, who is my sister's dad, he had some albums by heavy metal band Disturbed, and he would listen to them around me a lot, and I had a really good time listening to those Disturbed albums that he had, because Disturbed, they're now one of my favorite bands of all time. But yeah, this is just a little story on how I first listened to metal before I actually got into it. So how did I get back into metal though? Well, I used to listen to rap as a kid before I even heard any metal music or whatnot, and I listened to a little bit of pop music too growing up, so I was pretty much a popular music fan back then. But since I gotten older, I just listen to metal more than anything else these days. So yeah, that's a kind of a little story on how I first heard metal. So yeah, on how did I get into metal though, before I tell y'all how to do it, well, I was on Pandora Radio, I think it was around 2015, sometime in 2015. Me and my former friend, we were riding bicycles. I think we were going back to his house from this house here, and I had on Pandora Radio, and I heard Walk by groove metal band Pantera, and I was listening to some metal more, I believe, that day. I can't really remember because it's been quite a while. But yeah, though, Walk is definitely one of the songs that did get me into metal again. So that's just a story for that. So yeah, but Walk, it is one of the very first songs that got me into metal. So yeah. But how did I get really back into metal? Really, how did I really get back into it? Well, Spotify, Pandora Radio, and YouTube are the three things that helped me discover more metal bands throughout the years. So I've pretty much been back into metal since somewhere around sometime in 2017 and sometime in 2018. But man, I've discovered a lot of amazing metal bands throughout those last couple years, whether it's heavy metal, thrash metal, deathcore, metalcore, melodic death metal, and all the subgenres. But yeah, just a lot of great bands in metal music, whether it's heavy metal or any of those subgenres that I like. But yeah, Spotify, it helped me get into some metalcore bands like Wage War. What was that other band that I really liked? Their metalcore band as well. I like Of Mice and Men, but I kind of forgot how I discovered them. I don't remember if it was from YouTube or... Well, I had Amazon Music as well before, so it pretty much helped me discover metal bands as well. But yeah, metal though, I really have a passion for it. Even though many people call it satanic, I really don't pay attention to that stuff. I just listen to what I want to listen to. So yeah, that's my story on how I got into metal. So I want to tell y'all how y'all can get into metal, and maybe y'all can follow in my shoes. So yeah, my first tip on how to get into metal is Spotify Music. So in my opinion, I think you should create a Spotify account if you haven't already. And after you do that, type in some metal playlists. You got a playlist full of new songs, like it's called new metal tracks. Not new metal subgenre, but new metal tracks. Well, it has like new songs within metal. You know, it has all kinds of subgenres in there, whether it's power metal, thrash metal, heavy metal, black metal. I don't like black metal, I'm just saying. All kinds of metal subgenres within new metal tracks. It's a really great playlist. I definitely recommend it. Another playlist that I recommend on Spotify is, I think it's by Spotify France. It used to be by just Spotify, but it's the metalcore playlist full of really good metalcore songs. Um, I really can't remember some of the other playlists that I have on my Spotify because I've had quite a bit of Spotify's within the last year or so, or whenever I first started using Spotify. Yeah, actually, wait a minute, I take that back. I actually haven't had my Spotify. I've had my current Spotify just probably a few months or so, because like I said, well, my first Spotify, I remember having a Spotify around late 2017 when Falsey's album Judas came out. Well, I had my Spotify before then, but I'm just saying I had my one Spotify that I used to have before 2019 or 2018. So yeah, first had a Spotify probably around somewhere in 2017 or early 2016. I can't really remember, to be honest with y'all, because it's been a while. Easily I forget shit because all the stress I go through. But yeah, those are two really good Spotify playlists that I recommend if you want to become a metalhead. Also, you can listen to other playlists like Thrash Metal and Friends, or something like that it's called, or Big Four and more, something like that, like the Big Four of thrash metal, like Metallica, Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth, or whatever the playlist is called. I can't really remember because there's so many playlists I have on there. And also, if you want to get into metal, I definitely recommend y'all to go on my Spotify and check out my playlist of Bud's Metal Dash Rock favorites, or whatever I call that playlist, because I have over 500 songs on that playlist. So, in my opinion, that would be a really, really great playlist to recommend y'all and to get into metal music. Also, another way to get into heavy metal, or another tip, is YouTube. Go on YouTube, type in heavy metal playlist, or heavy metal mix, or new metal mix, or groove metal mix, whatever subgenre of metal you want to check out first. Just type in the subgenre, then the word playlist, or the subgenre metal and mix, and it give you all kinds of songs. Because when I listen to metalcore, I usually just type in metalcore, and it has like the 50 plus or whatever, or however it does. I can't really remember. But yeah, those are just two tips on how to get into metal. So, Spotify, YouTube. So, Pandora is another one. Well, Pandora is probably my least recommendation out of the three. I'm listing Pandora last because Pandora is just, it's a great app. I just don't use it anymore because it can get boring after a while, if you guys know what I mean. So that's why I prefer Spotify or YouTube or Amazon Music. I don't have Amazon Music anymore, but that's a good one. So the ones that aren't Pandora that I recommend y'all to become a metalhead from are Apple Music, Amazon Music, Spotify, and YouTube. And there's Pandora as well, but if I'm not talking Pandora, I want y'all to try out these 4 apps, guys, because I'm trying to teach people who want to become metalheads how to become metalheads. That's why I wanted to do this video. I know I'm probably not doing the best, but I'm trying, y'all, to be honest. So yeah, these are just my 4 things, or if you want to use Pandora, that's fine. I'm just saying it's the least recommended from me to you, to be honest, because all the annoying ads that has. I mean, I know Spotify, if you don't have Spotify Premium, you get burnt out on ads because you only get like 6 skips per hour on Spotify, but that's not a big deal to me because Pandora ads are way worse, if you know what I mean. Especially the pop-up ads. Those are annoying as well. It's just as annoying as the audio ones, if you know what I mean. But yeah, guys, this is all I have for y'all, and I hope I helped you guys. If I didn't, then just let me know, and maybe I can DM you on Facebook Messenger or on Instagram or even on Twitter. But other than that, y'all, or even I can respond to y'all comments on this video. If y'all didn't find any of my tips helpful, just be sure to let me know. But other than that, y'all stay heavy. God bless y'all, and I hope I helped you guys. But if I didn't, just let me know somewhere, and I'll be glad to help you out even more. But other than that, stay heavy. God bless y'all. I'm out. Peace.